People didn't notice the game. They're noticing it now. Well, that's because of Caitlin Clark, not Angel Reese.
Angel Reese just hit her breaking point, and the fallout is making waves everywhere. After experts tore into her with brutal criticism, the pressure has never been higher. But in the middle of all the chaos, Caitlin Clark pulls off a move that no one saw coming, leaving the WNBA stunned. This is more than just a game. It's a showdown that's shaking the entire basketball world.
Now look, let's get to the WNBA, where Chicago Sky rookie forward Angel Reese was ejected from the game last night against the New York Liberty after drawing consecutive technical fouls. The ejection happened after Reese was called for her fifth foul and was, quote, disrespectfully addressing, end quote, official Charles Watson. Angel Reese is a rising star in the WNBA, drafted 7th overall by the Sky 2 months ago.
In a recent WNBA matchup between the Chicago Sky and the New York Liberty, rookie forward Angel Reese faced a controversial ejection after receiving consecutive technical fouls. The incident took place after Reese was called for her 5th personal foul and was reportedly disrespectful towards an official. This sparked conversations around fairness, especially considering Reese's status as a rising star in the league. Drafted 7th overall just 2 months ago, Reese's potential has made her a key player to watch, and this ejection has raised many questions.
On Monday, Reese addressed the media following that controversial technical foul on her teammate, Kennedy Carter, who shoved Caitlin Clark, a move that drew national headlines. Reese made it clear that fans are watching women's basketball not because of, quote, one player, but because of her as well.
The ejection followed a game where Reese was defending her teammate, Kennedy Carter. In that game, Carter had shoved WNBA star Caitlin Clark in an incident that quickly grabbed national headlines. Carter's action, which knocked Clark to the ground, was discussed widely due to the media attention Clark consistently receives. Following the incident, Reese expressed her frustrations, stating that the attention on women's basketball is not solely because of Caitlin Clark, but also because of other talented players, including herself.
Caitlin Clark's the golden goose. She happens to be a terrific talent who's white and very, very marketable. The combination of the two things make her the golden goose for the WNBA. Go after her, compete with her, get the better of her at every turn. Nobody's questioning that you can't go after her.
Caitlin Clark has been a major focus of media coverage since joining the WNBA. The attention she receives is not just because of her outstanding talent, but also due to her high marketability and being one of the few prominent white players in the league. Clark's ability to draw attention has made her a central figure in discussions surrounding the future of women's basketball. As a result, many see her as the golden goose of the WNBA, a player who has the potential to elevate the league's status due to her unique combination of skill and market appeal.
But what I was saying was, although whether it's jealousy, envy, resentment, it's all justifiable because there were people that were pounding the pavement and going through so much to help elevate the WNBA's profile long before Caitlin Clark ever came along, and yet were denied that level of recognition and that level of appreciation.
Clark's influence on the WNBA is not just limited to her skills on the court. Her presence has led to a significant business impact, driving higher ratings, more attendance, and greater commercial success. For example, the maximum salary in the WNBA is $250,000, but Caitlin Clark has already secured endorsement deals worth at least $28 million. Her popularity has contributed to record-breaking numbers for the league, including 2.4 million viewers for the WNBA draft, the largest audience in the league's history. Furthermore, attendance at games has surged, with some venues seeing quadruple the number of fans since her arrival.
The bottom line is, since Caitlin Clark is the one here now, ride the wave. Rising tide lifts all boats, as they say. And that was the argument that I was making. And I was saying everybody ain't her. We ain't talking about it being fair. As my boy Jeff always says, fair is a place where they judge pigs. It doesn't exist. It's not about fairness. It's about reality.
While players like Angel Reese understand the importance of Clark's role in elevating the WNBA, there is also a sense of frustration. Many players have been working hard for years to promote the league, only to see someone like Clark, who is new to the WNBA, receive most of the attention and commercial success. This leads to a question of fairness, with players like Reese wanting recognition for their contributions. However, as the situation stands, the league's growth is being driven largely by Clark's marketability, and this is creating opportunities for everyone.
In the WNBA at this particular moment in time is $250,000 to a player. Caitlin Clark is already committed to $28 million in endorsement deals, at least. Look at the wave that she's created. Look at the profile that it has granted the WNBA. Look at the record ratings they've produced because of her arrival. Once upon a time, they were watching about their audience in Indiana for Indiana Fever games was about 4,000.
The numbers surrounding Caitlin Clark's impact speak for themselves. Before her arrival, attendance at certain games, such as in Indiana, hovered around 4,000 fans. Now, those games are drawing 16,000 to 17,000 fans. Similarly, the WNBA's opening doubleheader attracted more than 1.5 million viewers, the highest number the league has seen in over 2 decades. Clark's ability to draw these kinds of numbers has made it clear that her success is translating into real growth for the WNBA, and this rising tide is lifting all players in the league.
The eyeballs on the WNBA really have to do with Caitlin Clark. Now, you might, if you stay long enough, maybe you'll see something or someone there you go, okay, I'm entertained by this. But there's nothing wrong with admitting that you watch a sport because of one singular person. People watched golf because of Tiger.
While Angel Reese's actions during the national championship game brought her into the spotlight, it is Caitlin Clark who has been credited with driving the recent surge in interest in the WNBA. Dan Patrick, in his recent comments, emphasized that Clark's style of play and her ability to captivate audiences are the real reasons behind the increased attention on women's basketball. According to Patrick, Clark's influence is comparable to that of Tiger Woods in golf or Lionel Messi in soccer, where a single athlete's presence can draw in viewers who might not otherwise be interested in the sport. Clark's impact on the WNBA is undeniable. Her unique playing style, which combines incredible skill with a flair for the dramatic, has made her a must-watch athlete. Fans tune in to see what she will do next, and her games have become some of the most watched events in women's basketball. This level of attention is unprecedented for the WNBA, a league that has struggled to attract viewers since its inception. Clark's influence extends beyond just drawing in viewers. She has also helped to elevate the overall quality of play in the league by inspiring her teammates and opponents to raise their game.
When Gretzky got to the LA Kings, Messi goes to the MLS. Maybe Connor McDavid with Edmonton. Like you're trying to, there's somebody you may tune in to watch, and then maybe if you watch, then maybe you appreciate what you're seeing. WNBA has been around a couple of decades, and people didn't notice the game. They're noticing it now. Well, that's because of Caitlin Clark, not Angel Reese. Angel Reese has played a role in this.
Patrick's comparison of Clark to sports legends like Woods and Messi highlights the significance of her impact. Just as these athletes brought new fans to their respective sports, Clark is doing the same for women's basketball. Her ability to captivate audiences and draw in viewers who might not have previously been interested in the sport is a testament to her talent and charisma. As a result, the WNBA is experiencing a level of attention and growth that it has never seen before. Is Angel Reese really a villain? Let's see what Patrick has to say on it.
And she's a very good player. But there's nothing about her game that's really interesting that is going to translate to people who may not watch the WNBA, may not care about basketball. She is a social media star, and she has capitalized on that. And maybe she embraces being the villain.
One of the key factors that have allowed Angel Reese to capitalize on her role in this rivalry is her savvy use of social media and name, image, and likeness, NIL, deals. Unlike Caitlin Clark, who is primarily known for her on-court achievements, Reese has built a brand that extends far beyond basketball. Through her social media presence, Reese has been able to connect with fans and followers in a way that few other athletes have managed. This has not only increased her visibility, but also made her one of the most marketable players in the WNBA. Reese's use of social media is a masterclass in modern branding. She understands that in today's media landscape, it's not enough to just be a great athlete. You also need to be a great marketer. By curating a persona that resonates with fans, Reese has been able to attract lucrative NIL deals that have significantly boosted her earnings. This is especially important in the WNBA, where salaries are much lower than in other professional sports leagues. By leveraging her social media presence, Reese has been able to generate income that rivals that of some of the top players in the NBA.
You can bring in race. Do I think everybody's jealous of Caitlin Clark? I don't. But I do think they are out to prove a point. You're not coming in and dominating our game because we are grown women and we are going to be physical with you. Now, dirty, then I have a problem with that. But you're playing tough. It's competition.
However, this focus on social media and branding also has its drawbacks. By prioritizing her off-court persona, Reese risks being seen as a player who is more interested in fame than in the game itself. This perception is reinforced by her embrace of the villain role, which, while profitable, also makes her a polarizing figure. Yet, Reese seems fully aware of these risks and is willing to accept them if it means securing her financial future. In this sense, Reese is not just a basketball player, but also a savvy businesswoman who is using every tool at her disposal to build a successful career. Don't miss out on what happens next. Stay tuned, hit that subscribe button, and turn on notifications so you're the first to know when new updates drop. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, give the video a thumbs up and share your thoughts in the comments below.